Hello everyone and welcome back to Destiny Decides What We Draw, where each time I pick a topic from this jar of destiny and I have to draw for 20 minutes, just no planning, no overthinking, and just giving it a go. This is a really great sketchbooking thing if you're a beginner, if you're an artist who's been doing this for many years. It's a really good way to just draw and not think too much about it. You can draw along. I do a little bit of a voiceover, and hopefully as the series continues you'll have more and more to go through and enjoy, hopefully. Sorry that this one was a bit late. I usually post it every 2 weeks on Friday, that's my aim. However, my health has been quite up and down over the past number of months, so it's been a bit hard for me, and I'm not quite sure why I started it while I was still quite ill, but I'm finally getting there now, so hopefully I'll be more consistent from now on. Without further ado, let's choose what the topic is for today. So we have a bit of a difficulty today that there is no Wi-Fi, so it's got to be our memories or some very nice references of teddy bears, including, you know, my favourite Bramwell, and also this one, which my great grandmother knitted the jumper on this one, the little jumpsuit jumper, so that's quite a sweet one as well. So we've got some references, we've got our minds, that's all we need. Let's go. I don't know why I fancied a bit of colour, a bit of more painting today, a bit of something different. So I think I'm going to do like a bit of a splodge. We've got the yellow jumper, which is a lovely reference here. This is like pretty cheap paper, it's not particularly great at holding paint, but that's okay. I don't always like painting, I'm more of a drawer at heart, which is why I often add colour digitally. I'm not a huge fan of it usually, but sometimes I am really in the mood and I enjoy it. It really depends. Oh, I can't see him. It is very nice to draw from something real, like in front of you. The doorbell. Right, I've just reset the timer because I had to get the door. But anyway, let's carry on. And I have actually done an actual timer this time. I don't know why I keep doing a stopwatch, because like I have to look at it then, don't I? I think this would be easy, but it's actually quite a... Like, the head is almost so simple, it's so easy to get wrong and for it to look not right. Again, that isn't quite the right thing, but the whole point of doing exercises like this is to like break through that part of your brain that goes, that isn't right, that's not okay, I have to stop, or I have to fix this XYZ. It's okay, it doesn't have to be perfect. I've missed drawing so much, and I feel like I've thought a lot about like the experience of, I think a lot about like the experience of intaking art and the experience of making it as well, and how that is such a big part of it, right, regardless of what the actual thing you're making is. I think the jumper really could have done with being a bit bigger, but not sure how to convey that really. I wish I had like a, I've not got all my tools, that's the trouble, like I wish I had an orangey pencil, but I don't. I like this really yellow pencil. I'm not sure about that really, no. Tell you what we'll do, we'll use the paintbrush. Where is it? I'm gonna add some like orangey lines. I've got no orange, my orange is dead. I need my other palette. Da-da-da. Multitasking. Just wait 10 minutes while I actually get the paint going. There we go. Okay. Oh, that's really red. It's okay, we're gonna go with it. And we're gonna create like a sense of the about having fun, you know, and going, okay, let's try that. Complementary colours are really nice to work in. That's why I got this blue out thinking I was going to do that on this, but actually I ended up not doing that. I might do for another bit. And like here, like you can see this obviously like knit wear has so much detail, but it's like how much do you put in, how much do you go for it, and what do you just leave? Or do I give a hint of it, you know? And that like scratchiness of when paint has actually run out is really nice. It's the same with ink, like ink sometimes is so nice when it's like just running out. I'm not drawing his hands because this is what he's like often. The hands of the bear are actually not fitting because the teddy, what am I on about? The jumper is actually bigger, a bit too big for the teddy bear. So the hands often aren't actually reaching the end of the armholes. Another little detail I do not want to not include is there's a little badge, which is really sweet. On the jumper. Like a teddy bear with a teddy bear badge is just so sweet, I think. There we go. Where's that paintbrush from? Got a Dispo paintbrush. Oh my gosh. Sorry, I'm just like, I've been so ill and so unable to do my artwork. It's like such an incredible relief when I do it. It's like I don't know. I don't know how to describe it, honestly. It's just like, it's just so nice. Quite like that actually. I feel like, I don't know. It's really hard to make decisions, isn't it? Like, you know, does it need something on the feet or more shadowing? But I quite like the contrast of like nothing around of the head and the feet and the colour on the jumper. I think that's quite sweet. Should we do another one that kind of links to that? Let's do the one my great grandmother made, the jumper of. And I like put this sprig of holly thing in it, I don't know. But let's not do it exactly the same way, let's think about it. The fur of this one is like really scratchy and puffy, so I'm almost thinking something like this. What colour is this though? Yes, okay, we're gonna try this. How does that look? Right, it's kind of quite a similar colour actually, but remember when you're doing these things, we don't have to use real colours. Real colours do not have to come into it. So I'm kind of just like scratching around. Almost like I'm not even making anything, I'm just drawing a blob. I'm just like doing the shape roughly of the head. Then the arm. If it crosses over, I think I'm going to leave this one behind, because that's not going to get over that. And then a bit of a thing up like that. The pink is a really nice colour, so I kind of want to actually do that. Should I get my paintbrush again? Where is it? Why do my paintbrushes keep going walkabout? Oh, here. Do I have a pink now? Yes. I don't have a pale pink and I don't have much white, so it's just going to have to be whatever this gives us. We're just going to have to go with it. I'm doing really posh today. Whatever this gives us. I'm like a little Victorian era person. Right. Okay, so like obviously that's way darker than what my nana's jumper is, but the point is that we go with it. That's all you always got to think of it, is whatever happens, you go with it. Probably going to try and take my Halloween decorations down after this, because it's like we're a few days into December and I've still not taken them down. The Halloween spirit never leaves me. Right. And then as well, like, a thought passed through my mind then, oh, that one was really good and this one's not good and I've ruined it. And that's the kind of thought we've got to challenge. Nothing is ruined, because it wasn't meant to be anything perfect in the first place. And you know, art is not meant to be good all the time and perfect, and you don't learn anything from art that never makes mistakes. Like, the path to being a better artist is covered in drawings that you go, well, I don't think much of that, or that you actively really dislike. It is not like this pretty like journey through gorgeous drawings, because if it was, then you're already amazing and there's no improvement, and then you're stuck and it's boring. You actually can hardly see the other eye from this angle, but I'll kind of imagine it a bit, I think. I'm just putting the little holly leaf in. So it's a little thing. And just give a bit more sense of the ear there, just to give it a bit of, and maybe the palms. Like, I guess they are a bit like palms, but see that? I think I probably should have left those white, but it's fine. We go, it's fine. And again, with the jumper, I think I want to add the little details. This one is really like fuzzy, which is, I like that about it. So there's also like more of a pattern in this one. Like, you know, where the design slightly changes. I don't know anything about knitting. I can crochet, but I can't knit, it's really hard. I actually often think that's the case. Like a lot of people, they can do one of the other but not both. It's good to keep observing as well, because sometimes I kind of go, if I'm doing a pattern like this, I kind of go, right, well, I've decided I'm going to do lines, 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 and I just stop looking at the thing I'm actually drawing, and that's not always good, because I might not notice, like, might not have noticed that the shape actually changes there, because of the way it's falling on the bear. And how much time I've got? Oh my gosh! We've only got 5 minutes. Gosh, it goes so quickly. I might do longer versions of this sometimes and call it like extended edition. Would people like that? At the time I thought, well, obviously as well, it's a bit easier for me to like not have to do hours and hours, but like at the time I thought it was maybe a bit more like accessible for people to just do 20 minutes. And also sometimes when you do longer, you start really overthinking it, because you're like, right, I've got ages, so I'm going to really think about this drawing, and that's not the idea, you know. But I do still think sometimes this almost feels like too short, like I don't even get to get into it. I don't know. I think I'm not quite allowing enough time for like to get into the flow of it. Cool. So don't like that one as much, but do you know what? I was quite pleased with the first one, so that's okay, you know. I think I will just add the red of the thing there. That's added something, I think. Right, so that's the first one, and then I'm just going to do a last one. I know Bramwell is here, and I love Bramwell. This is Bramwell. However, I've drawn him a lot, so I might try and, with my last 5 minutes, draw just bears from my imagination, like a real bear. Because I do quite like that. I might use some of my slightly favoured, goodness knows what that was, favoured paper, which is this one. So let's cast my mind into the thought of a bear. Actually, one of my like most popular cards I made when I was someone who made cards was a bear. Like that hated its birthday. Right, let's think what bears look like. Okay. Let's just go for it. Let's have a go. I love animals, like drawing animals, because of the textures of fur and hair, you know. It's part of the reason, like, one of my zines, Pyjamas, was like pretty simple, like silent zine, but I just loved I loved drawing all the textures of the character, which was like a fox basically, that had a really bad day and, well, in life, and found some comfort in putting their pyjamas on and going to bed. That was the concept basically. Now real bears, they have kind of a, am I right? It's funny how much we rely on like internet references for things, and then sometimes you can, I actually, do you know what, I don't use references that much. When I'm drawing people, I don't often reference faces unless I'm practicing, but for things like animals and whatever, like, I do feel a bit more out my depth trying to do it without, I can't help want to make him look happy. Trying to draw a real bear, but I'm like, but let's make him happy though. It's more like a bear character really, isn't it? Oh. That's okay. Shall he wear a jumper? I think so. Or what about a shirt? I love wearing, I mean, you know, I live in check shirts, so that's why I always draw people, anyone I'm drawing, human or animal. I'm like, let's wear a check shirt, shall we? I'm a very, I'm a stereotype in that sense. See, like, you know, you can tell I've ended up, the body has got a bit, what's the word, like pinned to the side arms, which is not quite as enjoyable for an image, is it? But, well, unless you're going for that, you're going for that, like, sense of, what's the word? I don't know. My brain's still slow at the moment, okay? And it is the morning at the minute. Okay, eyes. Ooh, a bit below that, I think. I often do the dot eyes, as we know. Whoa. Might give them a bit of a, yeah, that's what going there. Oh, that's the timer. Okay, it's fine. I'm going to carry it on because it's nice and I like it. It's going quite well. But I won't spend much longer on it. I actually think when I started these, I did a bit longer. I did 25 minutes. And I wanted to check that, but I can't get on the internet to check my previous videos. I suppose I could have looked at my files, but didn't think of that. So yeah, this is what I often do, is like leave a little gap to like highlight the eye. It's just my way of doing things. He looks like a studious bear, don't you think? Like he's quite serious about things, but he's got a softness to him as well. I think that's what we're learning. Oh, I forgot that. I mean, honest to God, I literally just said about the gap, and then I go right over it. So I'll soften up that one as well. Okay. Yes, yes. Oh, he's quite sweet, isn't he? Yes. I don't want that to look like kind of white because it's a bear, isn't it? They don't generally have like that. This part of their face is not generally like really, really lighter than the rest of the parts of their face, as far as I know. I don't know though. Happy to be corrected. Lovely. I love this paper. I think it's what I'm going to make my comics on in the future. Well, and just draw on in general. Just has a really nice, like, smooth... You just feel like your pencil's, like, gliding over it, and it still gets the texture of the pencil, which I really like. Because I hate that. I hate when the pencil texture gets lost on some papers. Cute! Yes. So I'm tempted to touch the mouth, but I don't want to actually, because I think it'll get overkill quickly. Also I don't think I need to touch the nose actually either. So let's just colour that in more. Right, I'm just gonna do a pattern on the shirt, I think. He almost looks like he's wearing pyjamas, doesn't he? Like, I almost want to do stripes, but I don't know. I might do stripes first. I've always really liked like a contrast, like, you know, say doing something really detailed and then doing the clothing quite simple, you know? What would the arms be now though? Would they be across? No, I don't know. I'm gonna do check because that way I've not done the stripes wrong. I actually think I was meant to do... No, wait. I don't understand how stripes work. No, they would be the same, wouldn't they? Oh, that looks kind of cute as it is though. Yeah, let's leave it. Stripes is, even if the stripes are wrong. Let's just accept defeat. Right. Yay. Love it. So I'm actually really pleased with today's. We had some help from the bears, and I think this one actually did pretty well. You know, I was quite pleased particularly with the Winnie the Pooh drawing. and it was fun to just play around with colours. And then actually, yeah, really loved this one actually as the final drawing. Yeah, just felt, I don't know, I felt like myself when I was drawing that one. It's really weird sometimes, like when you've not drawn for a long while, it can take a while to actually get into drawing again and get the feel there and to draw things that feel like you again. It's hard to explain, but like I actually really loved that one. So yeah, it was really nice to draw. Sometimes these actually, like I say, do feel too short. Like I feel like I could actually keep drawing for much longer. So yeah, if anyone's interested in longer versions, not necessarily, I'm not talking about necessarily changing the format, but like if every now and then I did longer ones, let me know. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and it'd be great if you drew along. Let me know, and yes, hope to see you next time. Thanks so much.